Track 10, Unit 18, Exercise 5. You will hear a radio interview with a woman who has done a survey on attitudes to ebooks. For questions 1 to 7, choose the best answer, A, B or C. You now have 1 minute to look at the questions.
Here with me today is Anna Sinclair. Now, Anna, you've recently carried out an investigation into people's reading habits and current attitudes to the downloading of ebooks. Whose idea was this?
It was something I wanted to do at university, but my tutor advised me not to due to the work involved. When I graduated, I approached a small market research company who were interested, but said they couldn't finance it immediately. So I applied for a bank loan and sold the results back to the company 6 months later.
Did anything surprise you in your survey findings?
Yes. I had expected that people of my age would be the strongest group in favour of ebooks, but in fact they had rather mixed feelings, mainly due to cost issues on the hardware needed. Adults in their 40s and 50s with spare income seem to have welcomed the development, and it is only the non-computer literate who refuse to consider ebooks, not surprisingly.
And what do people out there see as the biggest advantage of ebooks?
There are so many benefits to ebooks, including easy access to information online no matter where you live, and the way you can alter the appearance of the text to suit you. The thing that comes up in the survey above all is volume, the fact that you can carry a whole library around on a piece of hardware that will slip into your pocket.
Interesting. Turning to the commercial aspect in all this, how do book publishers view ebooks nowadays?
I've interviewed several people in the industry who were understandably nervous to begin with, seeing ebooks as a threat to their traditional business. But, in fact, just as music downloads have added to album sales, ebooks have provided publishers with a totally new market. I think it's unlikely that paperbacks will disappear, but with rising paper costs and transport on top, heavier hardback books look set to die out. Even libraries are switching to digital downloads of these, it seems.
I see. And what about us, the consumers? Are there no disadvantages?
I wouldn't say that. I don't agree with the argument that reading ebooks is bad for you. Some people claim that it leads to weight gain, but doesn't reading a book also involve sitting still? For those people who dislike reading on screen, there will be the added expense of printing, and even then you end up with a pile of paper rather than a solid physical book. But that's about it. Think of the multimedia features that some ebooks include for the same money. Audio and photographs, for example.
Anna, how do you see ebooks changing the lives of authors, the people who produce them in the first place?
I think it's good news for them and for their agents, who still have a role to play in relation to the media. And ebooks provide undiscovered writers with the chance to deliver their work to the public, rather than waiting for a willing publisher. As with many electronic products, there are, of course, opportunities for illegal activity, where the author earns nothing. But it won't impact on their earnings any more than the invention of the photocopier has done already.
Yes, indeed. Finally, Anna, where will this research take you next in terms of your career?
Well, I've got no plans to do anything else on ebooks at the moment, but the whole area of market research is fascinating, and I want to take it further, maybe even having my own company one day. It's a very competitive field, but I've learned a lot from this experience, and I believe I can offer companies a solid service working in partnership with them.
OK. Well, I wish you every success with it all. Many thanks, Anna Sinclair.